I like to start my twist outs with my hair having been washed and in a t-shirt towel. The t-shirt towel does a really good job of absorbing all the water, so I suggest that you start out with freshly washed hair and the t-shirt towel. I'm going to use step 2. I'm also going to use the Dramatic Definition Gel. I'm also using a wide tooth comb. It's super important to make sure that you're using a wide tooth comb because small tooth combs definitely tend to snag our hair, especially those of us with tightly coiled hair. So you only want to start out with a wide tooth comb. Notice I've taken the t-shirt towel off my hair and you can probably tell that my hair is not dripping wet at this point, which is kind of where you want to start the twist out. Next, I'm going to section my hair, and I'm not going to have any real rhyme or reason as to how I'm sectioning it. A lot of people, they're super obsessed with making sure they have the right parts and that they have sectioned it exactly right. That's completely unnecessary when you're trying to achieve your perfect twist out, because at the end of the day, you're going to end up blending all the parts anyway, so don't spend a whole lot of time trying to make sure that your parts are perfect. I tend to start my twist outs by starting the twisting in the front. You are definitely welcome to start on the side, in the back, wherever you want. Again, don't put too much thought into this. Twist outs should be one of the easiest styles that you will ever do, and so you don't have to do exactly as I'm doing it in the front, but this is where I start mine. First, I'm going to start by misting my hair a little bit with the 360 mister. I am just going to mist it a little bit because we always want to work on dampened hair. We never want to try to style our hair on completely dry hair. Next, I'm going to put on step 2 to moisturize my hair. That's going to be the product that I use to provide the setting for the twists. Next, I'm going to detangle my hair. In order to achieve a really perfect twist out, you have to make sure that your hair is detangled and as smooth as possible, even though you probably already detangled it while you were in the shower washing it. So just go ahead and use your wide tooth comb and detangle your hair one more time. And next, to make sure that those twists stay locked in, I'm going to also add the Dramatic Definition Gel on top of that. You really want to make sure that you're doing both step 2 and the Dramatic Definition Gel, layering it just like I just showed you. Now, you'll notice I'm using a Denman brush. I usually like to tell people to shy away from using Denman brushes because most people use them incorrectly. Most people are trying to use a Denman brush to detangle their hair. That is completely not okay. Denman brushes, when used for detangling purposes, tend to rip your hair out because most people don't use them correctly. If you notice, when I was brushing my hair with a Denman brush, I never actually passed all the way through my hair. I started at the root and stopped right at the tip, and then I actually brushed out the tips separately. If you want to achieve a perfect twist out to get that really kind of silky smooth look that we love on twist outs, you have to use something like a Denman brush in order to get that. It's going to smooth the hair follicle down and really make sure that those curls are super defined. There's no particular way that you have to twist. A lot of people get caught up in, well, what is the exact right way? What's the exact right density? As you can see, I have no real rhyme or reason as to what sections of my hair that I'm starting to twist. I have not measured anything. I'm not spending a lot of time figuring that out. I'm just taking I'm taking one section, separating that section into 2 parts, and then twisting them around each other. If you are using step 2 and the Dramatic Definition Gel, you'll find that you have curl definition all the way from the roots of your hair to the very ends. And if you notice the end of my hair in the twist that I've already done, you can see those curls are already starting to curl up really, really nicely. So this is going to be a really great twist out when it's done. So one of the biggest frustrations that folks have with trying to achieve the perfect twist out is frizz. So there's a few ways to prevent the frizz. So as I mentioned, you always want to start out with having washed your hair, put it in a t-shirt towel, and then let it dry a little bit. Once you take the t-shirt towel down, your hair will be about 85 to 90% dry. That's the first step to making sure that you don't have a frizz issue. The second step is to make sure that you're setting it with a really great cream, such as step 2, like I'm using here in this video, and then also adding the Dramatic Definition Gel on top of that. The gel really locks in that curl, and then going ahead and smoothing it out by detangling it with the wide tooth comb and then finalizing that with the Denman brush to smooth it really just seals the deal. So that's how you prevent the frizz when it comes to doing your twist out. So as you can see at this point, I have done several twists on my head, and at no point have I parted my hair in any particularly special sort of way. I've just literally grabbed hair, put the products on, brushed it out, combed it out, and started twisting. You don't need to spend a lot of time or energy trying to get your parts right. Again, you are really just going to blend all those parts together anyway. And really, when it comes to the twist out, if you want the volume, as you're going to see as we get closer to the end of this video, you're going to pick out those parts anyway. So again, don't waste your time trying to part it or have any sort of special design or pattern. Sometimes people like to ask me, how many twists do you do? It really just depends. Again, as you can see, I'm not measuring my hair sections. I'm just grabbing hair and I'm twisting. So sometimes I have about 15 or 16 twists. Sometimes I have 12. The more hair you grab, the chunkier your twists are going to be and the less twists you're going to have on your head. The smaller sections that you grab, the less chunky your twists are going to be, and you're going to have more twists on your head. So, you know, it's really just kind of use your best judgment. You don't have to have any particular number of twists. I think by the time I was done with this, I probably had maybe 15 twists on my head. Now, I am working on the back of my hair now. Again, I'm just grabbing hair. It doesn't have to be a particular section or a particular type of parting or anything like that. I'm just doing the same exact procedure in the back of my hair as I am doing in the front and on the sides. I don't have a mirror in the back of my head, as you can see. I don't have any sort of insight into the back of my head. I'm literally just feeling to see if I've twisted all of my hair. But if you're doing the same process for all the twists in your hair, then the back will be just as defined as the sides and the front. Look at the ends of those twists. They are going to be so bomb and poppin' once those twists come out. This is a really good way to tell how your twist outs are going to turn out. If you can look at the ends and you can see it's really coily at the ends and they just kind of coil up really beautifully like that, you are pretty much guaranteed to have a really great twist out. Now, for those of you who haven't had your ends trimmed in forever, you're probably not going to have this. You have to make sure that your ends are trimmed for a variety of reasons. One, you don't want split ends. Two, you don't want breakage, that's unnecessary, and all the other things that come along with that. But if you have not trimmed your ends in a while, don't be surprised if you don't see that really nice coil that shows up at the end. Just make sure that you do go get your ends trimmed so that your twist outs come out really great. You'll notice that at certain times I am using my t-shirt towel to pretty much absorb some of the excess product that is on my hair after I've done the twist. So after spraying my hair with the water, putting on step 2, putting on the dramatic definition gel, detangling with the comb, and then brushing with the Denman brush, I go ahead and I proceed to twist. When I twist, sometimes all those products and that combing blends together, and once I twist, there becomes an excess amount of product or moisture in my hair. I just go ahead and I use the t-shirt towel to then absorb that. It's not necessarily helping the process any better or worse. What I'm really just doing is just removing excess moisture, so that way my hair dries faster and I'm not waiting all day for my hair to dry. My recommendation is that you start setting your hair the night before the following day. This is so your hair has time to set. It's also so that your hair has ample time to dry. Okay, it's the next day and it is time to take those twists out and see what we're working with. So go ahead, remove the scarf. And what I like to do is take step 3, rub it through my hands, and then I just kind of like to go over all the twists. This is going to assist in the no frizz that we want, but it's also going to give each twist a lot of shine without it feeling greasy. Once I've done that, I just go ahead and I literally just unravel my twists. So I go through my entire head of hair, every single twist, and I just unravel them one by one at first. Although I don't like to subscribe to the hair typing system, I realize that it's important for people to have categories that they can put their hair into so that they can understand what to do or not to do for their hair. So for the purposes of this, I have type 4 hair. My hair is also low porosity. If you want to get a little bit more granular, I have type 4C hair, particularly at the top part of my hair, and then around the sides, it's a mixture between 4B and 4C. So I definitely have what we would consider coarse textured hair. After I have gone through my entire head of hair and unravel each twist individually, then I go back to those same twists, and then I just start to separate right where the hair wants to separate. I do not force any sort of separation. Forcing the separation is going to cause frizz, and that's what we don't want. You want to literally separate your hair exactly where it wants to separate on its own. And as you go through your hair, you'll find places where it just wants to come apart, and you'll have to do a whole lot of tugging on it. So just go ahead and do that throughout the rest of your hair. Make sure that you are really paying special attention to the back of your hair. Obviously, you won't be able to see the back of your hair as well as you can the front and the sides. So don't forget to do the back and the bottom of your hair so that all your hair is full. What you don't want to do is pull too much and run your fingers down the shaft of your hair. What you're trying to do is to preserve the curl definition that you've created by doing the twist. So again, just pull gently and separate in the spots where your hair naturally wants to separate. Now for the volume. This is where the fun really begins. So the beautiful thing about our hair is that it has the ability to be short and long in the same day with no weave and no haircut. And the way that we get this, one way that we get this is through volume. So many people say that when they do their twist outs, they don't get the volume that they want. I'm here to tell you that all you gotta do is pick your hair to achieve the volume. As you saw, when I first took my twist out, I didn't really have any volume. But as I am going through it now with my pick, I am creating the volume. What you want to do with this is you want to start at the root of your hair and pick out until the pick pretty much stops. Do not pick all the way through the ends. If you pick all the way through the ends, you're going to ruin the curl pattern that you created with the twist. So you're literally just picking at the roots to create the volume that you want. It is so easy to create volume. It's one of my most favorite pain points that people have when it comes to twist outs because it's such an easy fix. All you need is a pick. Here I'm using a metal pick. You can use a plastic pick. You can use whatever pick you like. I just suggest that you actually get a pick. I don't suggest that you do this for type 4 hair with a comb or a wide tooth comb. I suggest you do it with a pick. The results will be better with the pick, honestly. You can do it with a comb if that's all you have at your disposal, but you'll get much better results if you actually use a pick. So once your twist out is picked out and you got the volume that you want, girl, all you have to do at this point is go ahead and style it up. So for me, the way I like to style my hair is I generally like to put one side back a little bit, bobby pin it in, and then have a whole kind of side swoop that starts at the front of my hair. So I'm gonna show you that now. At this point, this is really up to your discretion. If you do choose to do this, I want to let you know that the Dramatic Definition Gel is going to be your perfect edge control as well. You can see that I'm using the same product, which is the Dramatic Definition Gel, on my edges as I did to actually set my twist. And as you can see, I'm moving my head around, I'm fluffing my hair out. My hair has a ton of movement. It is not hard, it's not crunchy at all. This product definitely will both hold your edges and give you that soft hold. It's like the best of both worlds. It's literally like Black Girl Magic in a bottle. And voila! So your hair is all done at this point. This process, if you follow everything that I just told you, you will achieve predictably perfect twist out results every single time without fail, which is what we all want, right? We don't want to have to guess and hope and cross our fingers that, oh gosh, I hope my hair came out right. So if you follow this process, you'll get it right every time.